Hey guys, Multigame Master 1 here, and welcome back to some more Sonic and Knuckles. Last time we completed the game 100% as Sonic, and this time we're going to do it again, but this time we're going to be playing as Knuckles. Let's get right to it, shall we? Right, so we have a cutscene here in which everything is at peace, Knuckles relaxing, the animals roaming about, a bomb in the middle. Wait, what? Now that could have potentially killed Knuckles had it got any closer to him. And there's the culprit responsible, Eggrobo, a robotic duplicate of Eggman. So it seems as though that with Eggrobo on the loose, Angel Island is in danger once again, and this time it's up to Knuckles to save the day, considering that Sonic and Tails are not around this time. Let's get started, shall we? So right away you're going to notice some notable differences when you compare Knuckles to Sonic. So Knuckles cannot jump as high as Sonic, but to compensate for this, he can bust down certain walls and reveal secret passageways and or shortcuts. He can glide for long distances above the ground, and he can also climb up all walls, making things a little bit different, but you're going to see that as we proceed in Knuckles' side of the story, that the gameplay and story between Sonic and Knuckles are both pretty much the same, with a few exceptions here and there, but we will come across them as we proceed in Knuckles' side of the story. Also, someone in the comments mentioned that Knuckles' story is a little bit more difficult compared to Sonic's story, and I have to agree with that person, considering my own experiences when playing as Knuckles in this game. I dropped the save earlier, by the way, to make sure that we don't screw things up in getting all of the Chaos Emeralds within special stages, or in this case, the first Chaos Emerald in the first special stage. Hopefully you guys don't mind. Though I don't think I had any complaints in the first episode of Sonic and Knuckles when I played Sonic's side of the story. I think everyone was pretty much okay with it. Alright, so all of that being said, let's start completing the game 100%. And the first thing we're going to do is to get all of the Chaos Emeralds, as I said earlier. The mechanics for completing the special stages and getting the Chaos Emeralds between Sonic and Knuckles are both pretty much the same, by the way. You just gotta worry about the blue spheres. Just gonna stay quiet and concentrate, because this does require a great deal of concentration. Right, we have one last group to worry about. There it is. Perfect. Followed by the extra continue we got earlier. We also got all of the blue spheres. And so therefore, that is our first Chaos Emerald. 1 down and 6 to go. Then Knuckles will be able to transform into Super Knuckles. I can't wait to see that form. Extra life. Extra continue. All is good in this game. Okay, let's find the second special stage. We should be able to find it if we proceed along the bottom path. If memory serves me right. Right, it should be in here. Yep, here it is. Gonna drop another save. So therefore we can save ourselves from the catastrophe of wasting too much time in accessing another special stage in a future zone, should we screw up somehow. I find that to be annoying, by the way, when you mess up by grabbing the red spheres, or at least one red sphere, that you have to wait until future zones in order to re-access the special stage and therefore be given another shot in getting the Chaos Emerald. But that is fair. I find it to be a pretty fair consequence, if I'll be honest with you. Continue. Perfect. Now let's get that final blue sphere. Here it is. And here comes the second Chaos Emerald, making special stage number 2 complete. 2 down and 5 to go. Just so you guys know, I'm not really expecting myself to complete all the special stages again with a perfect rank, because I've already done that once before. But I think it would be pretty nice if I actually did it again as Knuckles this time around. So I'll give it my best. Okay, let's find special stage number 3. Off we go. Whoa, slow your roll, Knuckles. Literally. Right, it should be here somewhere. Alright, here we go. Dropping a save. And now, let's do this. I certainly am hoping that I don't get dizzy this time around, since I'm used to the special stages, but knowing me and my depth perception of 3D space, I think it's bound to happen, so I may as well prepare for the worst. Right, so far so good. From here, it should be a straight shot in getting the remaining blue spheres, and ultimately the Chaos Emerald. There's our continue. Here comes our perfect. That's our blue sphere. And there is our third Chaos Emerald. Just 4 more to go, we're almost halfway there. So that's all the special stages for Act 1 of Mushroom Hill. So now we can proceed to the end, deal with the boss, and then carry on from there in getting the remaining Chaos Emeralds. That's what I like to hear and see. The extra life and continue. I saw you right there, you buzzard. Okay, let's proceed. The bosses that Knuckles encounters, by the way, are the same as in Sonic's story, except they do get a little bit more difficult, as you see. Or will see soon. But this one was pretty much simple, even though Knuckles cannot jump as high as Sonic, as I mentioned before. Nonetheless, if you just keep at it, you'll have no trouble in taking down the bosses. Alright, so that's Act 1 complete. Let us now move on into Act 2. Here we go. That lover is still there. I find it rather fascinating that a lover like that is capable of summoning wind gusts from underground. It's rather interesting. And it even weirds me out to this day. Alright, let's see. For the next Chaos Emerald in question, we need to make our way to the top half. We'll be able to do so this way. One more bounce should do it. There we go. We should be getting close to it now. I'm just gonna take this with me, by the way. Here's where we can get things started. There it is. Special stage number 4. Let's save our game real quick. And begin. You know, honestly, I do love all Sonic games. Well, maybe with the exception of Sonic 06. I don't know, I think that's a eh, to say the least. But there are 2 new Sonic games coming out this year. Sonic Mania and Project Sonic 2017. I'm really looking forward to those, by the way. I hope you guys are as well. Let me know if you're excited for them. Oh my god, I'm getting so dizzy. Oh, that was a close one. Seriously, as I was going through the special stage, my eyes started to roll for some reason. Either that or I was getting a blurred vision. But that can happen as you go through special stages like those. I guess I haven't gotten quite used to them yet. Right, let's move on to special stage number 5 if we can find it anywhere. Top half as usual. Let's just proceed along here. I hope I'm not passing it, by the way. Wait, isn't it down here? It is down here. I almost passed it. Alright, saving. Let's begin. You know, honestly, I'm looking forward to seeing Knuckles' transform form when he goes into super mode. That leads me to wonder if Tails actually has one. Actually, let's be honest here. We know that he doesn't. With the exception of something that you have to do in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Which I will be playing in the future, and we'll get into much more detail whenever we make it to the end of the series. So look forward to that coming up soon. Yeah, I just screwed that up and ruined my potential of getting all the rings, so 1 second guys, I'm gonna start that again. There, that's how it's supposed to be done. Oh, that was close. Alright, so that wasn't too bad. We got our 5th Chaos Emerald as well as the Continue and a potential extra life after the 2nd try. There's no hard feelings. I mean, to be fair, I did end up losing my concentration at some point. And so therefore, it caused me to miss out on getting all of the rings the first time around. But all is good now. Alright, special stage number 6, here we come. Top half is where we need to stay at. Yeah, that's what you get for trying to blow me around, stupid chicken. Alright, here we go. Special stage number 6. Gonna save the game. You gotta love save states. Let's do this. Gosh, there are like so many groupings of spheres here. I think it's enough to drive you into a state of confusion if you're not careful. Almost there. Boom. First try that time. I still regret that it took me 2 tries in order to get everything from special stage number 5, but it's whatever. Life goes on. I'm just gonna live with it. And I hope you guys don't mind that. I mean, to be fair, on the Xbox 360 version of this game, you could potentially use a save state in order to save yourself from all the hassle of messing up in special stages, and therefore ruining your chances of getting the Chaos Emeralds. Okay, one more to go. So if we proceed along this path, we should be able to find it. Freaking dragonfly, get out of here. Don't you dare blow me. You blew me, but you didn't necessarily blow me away. If that makes sense. You guys get it. I didn't end up moving from one place to another. Good thing I grabbed onto that thing back there. Anyway. Special stage number 7. Let's go. If I'll be honest with you guys, I really don't know which of these special stages is the hardest. But maybe you have some in which you think is the hardest. Some idea. Just feel free to let me know. Stupid silver spheres. If you guys hear some noises in the background, by the way, I do apologize for that. I'm recording on a very windy day and it's kind of annoying. That's it, guys. All 7 Chaos Emeralds collected. Which means now we have the potential of completing the game 100%. All we have to do is to make our way to the end, the very end, of the game itself, not the act, you guys get it. I'm not really sure if, in my Sonic Story playthrough of this game, that I had that big of a score. I don't know, I'll have to look back to check. But what's more important is that Knuckles can be Super Knuckles. And I'll demonstrate that at the end of this act. See what a super form looks like, provided I can watch out for dangers up ahead. I saw you right there. Thought you could get me to lose the rings? Think again. Alright, here we go. Let's go for it. Super Knuckles is active. So remember when I said before that the bosses that Knuckles faces tends to get harder? This is no exception because potentially there are 2 gaps for you to avoid, or 2 obstacles rather. You see that there is a spike layer on top of one post and one on the bottom of the post. but as long as you get in between them, you should be able to avoid them no problem. There are some other differences in looking at the bosses between Sonic and Knuckles, but we'll get into those soon. For the time being, guys, that does it for Mushroom Hill. So in the next video, we're going to move on to the next zone, the Flying Battery. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hit that like button down below if you did. I'm MultiGameMaster1, and I will see you guys in the next video. Game on, everyone. See you later. Man, that sound quality though. You know what to do, Knuckles.